5 skin signs that you're not drinking enough water. We're always told to drink water. We know it's like a secret beauty tip, but if you're like me, you feel like you pee all the time. And because I'm literally on the bathroom just as much as I'm on my phone, that must mean that I'm hydrated, right? Well, these are 5 different signs that you might not be. And especially if your skincare routine isn't working or you seem to have dry and oily patches, even though you're frustrated with your skincare, that might not be the culprit. It could be an imbalance with the water levels in your body. Think about it. Your body wants to make sure that your organs work. If your heart isn't working, your lungs aren't breathing air, and your liver and kidney aren't filtering out toxins, your body isn't really going to care about the skin. It needs to make sure that those things are working first. And if you are dehydrated, all of that hydration and the water that facilitates those organs to work is going to be a first priority. So put down the hyaluronic acid and let's talk skin. And the first thing we're going to talk about is under eye bags. Most people think that they have under eye bags because they weren't sleeping properly or they ate too much salt. Guess what? It could actually be hydration. If your under eye bags are really, really puffy, it could be because your body is actually dehydrated and holding water in the wrong places. When skin becomes dehydrated, it gets a little bit papery, and the skin that is around the eyes is actually a lot thinner than the skin everywhere else on the face. So if you notice that that skin starts to get wrinkly and even puffy, it could be that whatever little water is left in your skin is being dehydrated out of it and pooling up right underneath the eyes, because you do have thin skin and blood vessels there. If you notice that you have really bad under eye bags and your sleep has been kind of how it's always been and your diet hasn't changed a lot, it could be a sign that you are dehydrated. You're not drinking enough water. Second, we gotta talk about that papery skin. If you actually pinch your skin, preferably on your face, but really anywhere on your body, you might notice it looks a little bit papery, or it wrinkles a little bit more than usual. If that is so, it could mean that both your skin and your body are dehydrated. Skin is made up of individual cells, and when they're not hydrated properly, they do get that papery texture. So this is a really good way to check. One interesting thing is that you can actually have oily prone skin and oily skin, yet your skin could be dehydrated. A great way to find out what skin type you have is right when you get out of the shower. Right after you get out of the shower, does your face feel tight before you put on a moisturizer? If so, you actually have dry skin. But if it still feels pretty normal, that means you have naturally oily skin. Now, where this really plays into knowing your hydration levels is if you have an oily skin type, but you have patches of dryness. This is possible. You could have dry skin with patches of oil or oily skin with patches of dryness. On either side of that spectrum, if that's an issue for you, it could mean that your hydration levels are off, because then your skin isn't balancing itself out properly, its pH might be off balance, and it's not going to get the most out of your nutrition, your skincare, or anything else you're doing for it if your body isn't hydrated. This one might seem like a no-brainer for some, but it might not for others, and it's if you have itchy patches. Whether or not your skin is coming off in peels, if you have itchy patches, it could mean that you are dehydrated. That itchiness is one signal that your skin makes to send to your nervous system and your body to alert your body that something's going on. And there can be many different reasons, especially if you have allergies, but if you don't have any allergies, if you didn't lay face down in a pile of grass, then it could be dry skin. This last one is for anybody who has acne, and I have found this to be true personally. But I find that when I have dry skin and when my whole body is dehydrated, my blackheads actually leave my face easier. And I know that sounds horrible, but my blackheads are easier to extract when I have dry skin. Blackheads are naturally a little bit more solid than most whiteheads. So they are a little bit more solid in mass. Sometimes they are black, sometimes they're white, sometimes they're a little bit yellow, but they have an actual texture to them. And sometimes they can be pretty hard to get out of the skin, especially if the skin is hydrated and slippery. But I've found personally that when I don't drink enough water, my blackheads pop out like a game of whack-a-mole. I swear to God, they just fly out of my face. They're a lot easier to extract. And I've heard estheticians tell me this as well when they're performing extractions on me. So if you are a pimple popper or a blackhead picker and you notice that your blackheads are just being really agreeable, you might want to explore the fact that you could be dehydrated if you're not using a new skincare product, etc. We know that hydration is essential for our bodies. We know that it is a huge part of maintaining great skin, but if you pee all the time, you might not know that you're dehydrated. These are 5 different signs that your skin is telling you that you might want to start guzzling a little bit more water. I love you guys so much. I hope that you found this video helpful. And as you know, I post new videos every single Monday and every single Thursday, except for the Mondays that my computers break. But you know that I'll make it up to you at some other point, whether it's on Instagram or right here. So that's why you have to ring that little ding dong bell button so that you know when I post, because Sometimes I don't know when I post, but YouTube will tell you if you tell YouTube to tell you. The catch is you just gotta tell YouTube to tell you, but they will do it. I love you guys so much. Let me know if you found this interesting and helpful, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.